Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world, today's been treating you well. In today's video, I am going to be doing a full face of makeup picked for me today by my YouTube bestie, Cole, aka Cole of the Ball. We are collaborating once again. I promise this is the last one for at least a little while. I know, it's 2 in 2 weeks. We are actually obsessed with each other, so there's that. But I have picked a full face of makeup for her, she has picked a full face of makeup for me, and she's posted hers at the same time as me because this is her birthday week. She's posting every single day this week. Go over and check out her channel, wish her a happy birthday. But today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that Cole has told me to use. And I've got all of the products out in front of me and I'm like, some of these I am not so sure on. Some of these are absolute fan favourites and she knows me so well. And then some of them I'm like scared. But she has picked all of these products. She sent me videos so that I can hear her reasoning, and I will put these clips on screen as well so that you can see as well why she has picked certain products for me. And let's just get started because there's a lot of products out in front of me. Okay, let's just get started. So first up, she picked like foundation, primer and concealer, I think, in the first clip. Let's just watch.
Hello my love. So we have put together some little clips for you and we're going to tell you what we want you to use in today's full face. Thank you so much. Just a quick note for all the love and support you give me, and thank you for being involved in Collab Week. I finally got you like physically on my channel. Next step is a collab video where we're in the same room. Okay, so for your foundation and concealer, I would like you to start off with the Plouise Gripping Primer. You're going to use that all over your face, and then I want you to go in with the Collection Hydrating Foundation. I keep seeing this in stores and it keeps kind of drawing me in, and I'm like, do I need to try this or not?
Okay, so the Plouise primer was one of my favourite primers of last year, so I'm absolutely not mad at that. And honestly, I haven't used this foundation in so long, so happy to be trying it again. So let me just squeeze the bit of the primer out and get started with this one. I don't actually even think that this is necessarily... like, I don't love this primer because it's grippy. I love it because it's so hydrating. It's so thin and almost like serum-y feeling, and it is a little bit tacky, like a little bit, but mostly I just love this because it's so hydrating. I feel like I got a bit too much there, like really having to work this in because it is so thin. It just spreads and spreads and spreads. I don't love the packaging, but I love the product. Like, it's lovely and hydrating. So I'm gonna just give that a minute to sink in, and then let me give this a shake because, like I say, I haven't used this foundation in forever. So this is the Collection Hydra Serum Foundation with hyaluronic acid. This is the shade 5 Fair. I don't actually like, that looks a little bit dark, so maybe I will just have to take this foundation right down my neck. Okay, so cardigan came off. I decided I was too warm, like, if you can't tell. I'm so red. It's so warm in my room today. So let's just take one pump and let's see how we go with that. I don't think I have ever tried this foundation over this primer. Like, it's been so long since I've used this foundation. So let's take a sponge and blend this out. Okay, so that's looking really nice over that primer. Maybe I need to be using this foundation more. Maybe that's the whole point of this video, to get me to use things that I don't usually use. So that was obviously just like one pump, and it is looking light coverage. And if I remember rightly, this is buildable. Like, you can build it up. You can still see all of my spots. Okay, I have been living on full fat coke recently. It's a whole thing, but I'm not mad at that. Oh, my ears are so red. Let me just, I'm so warm. I'm overheating. I'm not ready for spring, okay? My ears. Ah. No, you know what? I'm absolutely not mad at that. Is it the best foundation I've ever used? No, but like it looks fine. It looks fine. It's not giving me as much coverage as I'd maybe like over these spots, but I perhaps need to lay off the Coca-Cola. So let's see what concealer Cole wants me to use.
Okay, for concealer, I want you to use the Technic Triple Wave Concealer. I know you mentioned this one in your recent concealer video, and I want to see you use it because I don't think I've seen you use it yet. You could have used it. I just don't pay attention sometimes.
Okay, yes. So I use this concealer. I mean, I feel like I used this all summer last year. Now granted, like, you'll have slept since then. You'll have maybe forgotten that I used this so much, but I really, really love it. I don't love the packaging. I don't love a pump applicator for concealer. Like, that just doesn't really make sense to me, but got about a pump there, and I'm going to take this on my sponge and tap this around my eyes. I will also use this where that foundation wasn't covering all of the redness because I am overheating. It's so hot with, like, because it's the middle of the night in case you can't tell, and I've got all of my lights on, and it is like I'm in an actual air fryer in this room. Like, the amount of heat that comes out of all of these lights is insane. So let me just add this concealer all over. This is like a serum concealer. I will tag that, I'll link that video that she's talking about, where I'm talking about all of my favourite concealers. If you're a dry skinned human, okay, you need that video. All of my favourite concealers. I think was there 4 or 5? I can't remember, but concealer is so hard. And this is a really, really beautiful one. It is serumy, it is thin, but it's coverage. Like, look, I've slept 10 hours last night now, and it just blends so easily. Like, I did that in real time with you there. Okay, so this is where things start to get a little bit rogue for me. This is where we go sort of off what I usually would do with this step.
Okay, to set that all down, I want you to use the HMB loose powder. It's one of my favourite loose powders and probably my favourite affordable option. So I want you to set where you would normally set with that. Okay,
again, it's been a while since I used this setting powder, but I seem to remember I didn't really like it, but also I think I was using this powder with a concealer and foundation that I wasn't really sure on, so happy to be trying it over a base that I'm actually happy with. Now, the only places that I would usually use a setting powder, like, I don't even really feel like I need any now, but she told me to use it, so I will. I'm just going to put a little bit sort of under my eyes and like down the sides of my nose, because I feel like that's all I need. I like looking nice and glowy, so I'm just taking a Made by Mitchell MF18, a little fluffy brush. I think this is one that came with a highlighter, but this is really, really nice for setting powder. So taking a little bit on there, swirling it off in the lid so that I don't get too much, because I'm scared. This is the step that, like, I was scared about, so let me just tap this in and see how this goes. Okay. That powder is lovely. This step I was terrified about because I was so sure that hate is a very strong word. I was so sure that I wouldn't enjoy this powder. I need to take Cole's recommendations for powder more, because that is so smooth. And like, yeah, I've only put it sort of here. I did put a little bit sort of in between my eyebrows. I really like that. I really like that. It's very matte. Like, it's very, very matte. But I think that that looks lovely. Okay, next step.
Okay, the way I like to do my makeup, we're going to give it a spritz. We're going to use the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray, and then I want you to apply your cream bronzer and your cream blush. So I want you to use the 17 bronzer drops where you would put your powder bronzer, and the bright pink e.l.f. Camo blush on your cheeks. You know I love a pink cheek, so I gotta have you do one for me.
I picked an orange, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Cole's video yet. I love an orange blush and I picked an orange blush for her and she loves a pink blush, so she's picked a pink one for me. So she told me to use next the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I love this as well. I usually use this under my makeup, but I don't know if I've ever used it like in the middle of my routine like this. So let's do a nice healthy spritz and try and not breathe in too much. But I just love how this looks. Like this spray, I feel like no matter what the rest of my base is doing, if I add this spray, it like rejuvenates my skin. It's so hydrating and juicy on the skin. And then the 17 bronze drops, I love these. Again, it's another product I haven't used since summer because it's more of a summery release. So I got medium and I got light. Light is the sort of all over the skin, not even necessarily mixed in with a moisturizer or anything, but that is like an all over colour for me. I use it a lot on my legs in the summer, or like on my arms to add a little bit of colour, but medium for this sort of purpose will absolutely work. So let me get my brushes. This is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand and take it from there and use it like any other liquid bronzer. I am just going to take a little bit of that liquid bronzer as well and bring that down onto my chest, because I feel like now that I've added that bronzer onto my face, I am not anywhere near the colour of my chest anymore. So I love this liquid bronzer because it's so glowy, but still like it's not chunky glittery. It just looks really natural and it like sinks into the skin beautifully. It is properly like serum-y feeling. It's just beautiful. And then the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. I assume that this is the colour that she was meaning, Pinky Promise. This is the like bright pink, the pinkest pink that I have. So I'm going to take the tiniest amount that I possibly can, because pigmented she sure is. She's terrifying, truly. So look at that. Blend that out with another Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I've got one for liquid blush and one for bronzer. I actually need to get another one for highlight because I'm using so much like liquid and cream highlight at the minute that I need to get another one of these. So that's next on the list. But again, these blend out, like you have to blend them quickly. You do have to work fairly quickly with them, but like so easy. So easy. So I hope the next step is going to be brows, because I feel like I can't take myself seriously until I've got brows on. So that is everything all blended out. Let's see what the next step is. Please let it be brows, because honestly I feel like an alien.
Okay, we're going to top off your blush and your bronzer now. So we're going to use the Beauty Bay bronzer in solidarity to me trying to pan donut. We're getting there with it, but it's going to be a slog, I think. And then I want you to use the Made by Mitchell Blursh pod in the bright pink shade that you have.
Okay, so honestly I would be so happy just leaving it at this. Like the skin just looks so good, but I completely get it. Like she needs somebody to hold her hand through trying to pan a Beauty Bay powder bronzer. Like I have had this for years and years, and you think like, look how thin the pan is. You would think it would be so easy, and it just isn't. It's so hard. So I have this in the shade Fawn, which is a little bit, I would have maybe in hindsight picked a lighter shade, but taking a very small amount of that and I'm just going to dust this ever so lightly over that 17 liquid bronzer. And then I think she actually secretly hates me by picking that blush. I'm gonna need a hair of that blush, because let me show you this. Let me show you this blush that she's picked for me. Right, just take into account the depth of my skin tone. She hates me. She hates me. She pretends to be my friend. She pretends, but she hates me. So, another Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to go, just make sure that that's actually clean. I'm going to go like this. That was too much. That was too much. Hygiene. Like, I love this blush, I love this formula, but what possessed me to think that I could use this shade? I'm gonna just sit here and blend for like 7 to 10 working days. BRB. Okay, so I feel like I'm happy with how all of that is blended out now. That took me a while though. That did take me a little while, so let's see what the next step is.
Okay, brows, I want you to do them a little different. I want you to use the MUA brow pen, but I want you to use the darker shade that you used in your MUA video. And then I want you to top it off with the XL Brow Gel in Clear. I know you normally use a tinted brow gel, but I've been really enjoying lately using a clear brow gel, so give that a go.
Okay, so here's the thing. Cole has the most luscious, thick brows. Cannot relate. So that's why I like to use a tinted brow gel, because I need help. I need so much help. But I love these two products. Okay, I am not mad. I just wish that I had a tinted brow gel as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the MUA brow pen. This is the Brow Define Precision Liquid Eyebrow Pen in dark brown, and this brow gel, the Brow Gel XL Strong Hold Brow Gel, and this is just clear. So let me go ahead and do my brows and then we can continue. Okay, so the brows do be fluffy. I feel like they look really like natural and fluffy. I'm a big fan. Okay, I'm the biggest fan of that brow pen. Like, it's just incredible. So let's see what's next.
Okay, a little touch of highlighter. I want you to use the Wet n Wild highlighter, another one of my absolute favourite budget options. They're beautiful, they're glowy. Just put that wherever you'd normally put your highlighter.
Okay, so normally I would drown myself in this. I feel like my skin is already looking really glowy. Like, the cream base products were already glowy, and then that powder blush was glowy, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in Blossom Glow, so this is ever so slightly pinky. Let's just take a little bit of that and put that on the top of the cheeks. It's properly like metallic, like a metallic glow. It's so smooth and glowy. I mean, the whole point of a highlight, is it not? I'm losing my mind today. I so weird. So just a little bit, just a little touch of being seen from outer space, like beautiful. Okay, so I've just tapped back over with my blush brush just to blend that in a little bit. I did also put some down the centre of my nose because although I am glowy, I want to be more glowy at all times. So happy with how that's looking. Again, I love that highlight. I definitely need to be using that more. It really is beautiful. So let's see what's next.
Right, okay, for your eyes, I want you to use whatever eye primer you've got on hand, and then I want you to use the Beauty Bay Brights 2.0 palette. Such a fun palette, I love it lots. And then I want you to use the Mint Made by Mitchell Blursh. Anywhere on the lid, you can cut the crease, you can use it as liner, do whatever you want to do with it.
Okay, so I am going to use the Beauty Bay eye primer. This is in the shade 2, and then I had to put it on the floor because there's no room on my table. The Beauty Bay Bright 2.0. Beautiful. So let me do the primer first, and then, you know what, I might just zoom you in and we can do some sort of eye look together. I'm feeling like green because she also picked this, which is the Made by Mitchell Blursh in Zombie. This on the eyes is just beautiful, so I might do like a green smoky something. She didn't pick an eyeliner, which like it's just rude at this point. She didn't pick an eyeliner for me, so I might do like a smoky liner sort of a thing. So that is the eye primer, and let's take a fluffy brush and let's do, what are we feeling? Like maybe this one on like the outer corner. What am I feeling? Can somebody please tell me what vibe am I getting? Maybe this on the outer corner, something more like neutrally through the crease, and then canary on the inner corner, and this across the lid, and then something smoky on the lash line. Does that sound cute? Fluffy brush anyway, and let's go in with Praline, this neutral matte brown here. Oh, I nearly hit myself in the face then. Did you see that? I'm just gonna put this through the crease. I will also put that under the eye. Okay, so that's just that Praline shade across the eye, and then I'm taking a smaller tapered brush, and let's go in with Island. Because if you're giving me the option of using a teal, okay, I am gonna take it. I'm gonna grab that with both hands, so I'm just gonna pack that onto the outer corner. So I'm just blending over the edge of that with that first brush just to soften that down a little bit. I love this colour, okay? Tell me that that is not the most beautiful teal eyeshadow you've ever seen. Where have I put that brush? Here. Just tap that out a little bit more, sort of across the lid. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, just a little one, and I'm going to go into Canary, this bright pastel yellow. And I'm going to pack that, oh, once I've scratched my nose, pack that right onto the inner corner. I love that. Okay, so I've just tapped that sort of through like the inner part of the crease as well. I'm going to do the liquid eyeshadow. Like, it says blush, but like, okay, if you're using that as blush, absolutely go off, but no, I'm not cool enough for that. So let me find a brush. None of my brushes are clean. As if that was going to be a surprise to anybody, but none of my brushes are clean. I just want something a little bit fluffy to diffuse that colour. It's so pretty, it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna pick that up on that brush and tap that all over the lid. So I'm just sort of tapping that above the crease to diffuse that a little bit, and I will just go back in with those eyeshadow brushes just to intensify the colour from both of those shades right on the lid. A little something like that. Shall I put a little bit of that canary shade under the brow? Do I hate that? I've done it now. Oh, it's too late. I've done it now. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So, what shade do I want for a winged liner? Maybe this deep blue? What's that called? Infinity. Yeah, let's use a little bit of that. Just on like a flat liner brush. And let's try and do a smoky wing. Okay, so that is not my finest work. Like, look at this side. I like how that side's turned out. I don't know what she's doing. I do not know. So, let me just double check because I don't believe she picked a mascara for me. But let me just check. Okay, no, so she didn't pick a mascara for me. I need mascara because I feel like I just look insane with this amount of like eye makeup on and no mascara. So what am I going to use? I don't have anything out. How did I not realise? Okay, let me go get a mascara. I'll zoom you out and then we can do lips. Again, I'm scared of the lip products that she's chosen for me, but, well, not the products, the combo. You'll see. Let me go and get a mascara. Okay, so that is the eyes done. I was just tapping a little bit more of that yellow right onto the inner corner, and you know what? I'm not mad at how that eye look has turned out. Yeah, I wish I had a liquid liner. But other than that, the green with the very, very pink blush and the blinding highlight. Who's mad at this situation? It's the next step.
Okay, lips for me is one of my favourite parts of makeup. Today we're going to do a classic kohl look. We're going to do a concealer lip. So I want you to take your deepest brown blendable lip liner. I want you to line your lips with it, and then I want you to blend that in with your finger until you've got nice soft edges. And then you're going to take MUA Super Nude. You're going to pat a little bit in the centre of your lips, and then you're going to work that into the brown blended liner. And you're going to get a cute and adorable Naughties concealer lip that I'm currently completely obsessed with. One final spritz of e.l.f. and you're all done.
Okay. Brown. A deep brown. A deep brown lip liner. So, the darkest, creamiest, most blendable lip liner that I have is the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in 11 Chestnut Perfection. And this is pretty much black. I'm scared, okay? I'm scared. And then I have the MUA lipstick. I didn't know if she meant the matte lipstick or the satin sheen lip stylo. I don't know why I always forget that name. It like just gets stuck in my head. So I think she means the matte one because I think that's the one that she means rather than the lip stylo. So creamy matte lipstick in Super Nude, which is one of my favourites. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. It's the lip liner that I'm like, girl. So, I did have some lip balm on. Wipe that off. Just remember what this looks like, okay? Because this looks cute. This lip liner is gonna ruin it. I'm sorry, Cole. I know you had a vision. Was this the vision? Because I feel like one of the ugly stepsisters now. So, tap that in with my finger. And then go in with the MUA Super Nude creamy lipstick. How do I make these two blend? I fear mistakes have been made. Is this the vibe that you were going for, Cole? Like, what is this? I'm not your friend anymore. Please delete my number. You will never hear from me again. Thanks. I hate it. So, she said one last spritz of the setting spray, which I can get on board with that. It's just the rest of it. The rest of it. This lip liner has ruined my day, okay? And I get it, okay? I get the vibe. If this was with a nude eye and a red, I fear mistakes have been made. This can't have been the vibe. I just refuse to believe it. I am 98% dry shampoo currently, can you tell? But what is going on here? What is going on here? That, Millie, is a great question. What is going on here? So, my YouTube bestie picks my makeup. This lip, I don't know if I've ever hated a lip combo more with two products that I enjoy. Like the Essence 8 Hour Comfort Matte Lip Liners are my favourite. These MUA lipsticks are incredible. I absolutely hate this. So, I would love to hear what you think. Please go over and tell Cole on her video that she has done me dirty and that this lip combo should never exist on my face because, wow, I hate it. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to get this off. I cannot wait to take this lipstick off. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.